The wind howled across the cold Atlantic waters, tugging at the edges of the present and echoing whispers of a time long buried beneath steel, salt, and sorrow. Long before the great ship's bones rested silently on the ocean floor, it had breathed with life, with laughter, with dreams brimming over its decks and within its gilded walls. Its name was Titanic, the ship of dreams, and to those who boarded it in April of 1912, it was nothing less than a floating city of hope. Rose DeWitt Bucator was 17, and she moved like she was part of some painting too intricate for the everyday. With her chestnut hair pinned high, her emerald eyes absorbing the world with quiet resignation, and her corset pulled tighter than the lies of the world she inhabited, she stood on the upper deck, surrounded by the refined airs of first class. Her mother, Ruth, clutched her arm tightly, as though she might float away like one of the hats people lost to the sea breeze. Ruth smiled and waved at no one in particular, her face permanently affixed in an expression of social ambition masked as grace. They were not there for adventure. They were there to solidify an arrangement, a marriage to Callan Hockley, heir to the Hockley steel fortune. Ruth's gaze kept drifting to Cal's pocket watch, its gold sheen catching sunlight, as though it were a talisman that could ward off the creeping threat of financial ruin. Rose, however, was drowning in a different kind of abyss. Below deck, where the atmosphere shifted from polished brass to bare steel, the pulse of life beat faster. There was laughter, raw, unrefined, and real. Jack Dawson had won his ticket to Titanic in a poker game just minutes before departure. His heart thudded with the excitement of fate's favor as he clutched the paper that bore his passage from Southampton to New York. He was 20, a sketch artist from Wisconsin who had spent the last 2 years drifting through Parisian cafes and smoky alleyways in pursuit of stories to draw and lives to live. He didn't have money, but he carried something far rarer: freedom. As the Titanic's horn blew its